All right, so we've been watching Nancy Pelosi. She's holed up in her gated community mansion. Some very bizarre footage of her on a comedy show showing off a $24,000 freezer stocked with expensive gourmet ice creams. I'm dying for your thoughts.
Well, I always wonder what's wrong with her. Now I think it might be brain freeze. I think she's eating that too fast. And she never shuts up. It's just occasionally you have to hood her like a falcon so you can get some sleep at night. And Sean, do you want to know the difference between Pelosi and that freezer?
Yeah.
When Pelosi opens her mouth, the light doesn't go on. That's the difference.
That made my day. By the way, I know Dove. I've seen that. I never heard of this other ice cream that she has there. But, you know, everyone else is working. All these manufacturers, everybody's working. You know, and thank God, because all these manufacturers, they're protecting medical teams. All the food that you would need is in New York in the grocery stores, and all the pharmacies are open because so many people are working. They never close down, Dennis. And I'm like, why doesn't she make a big carbon footprint on her private jet and jet on back to Washington? She can bring her freezer and ice cream, or I'll send her ice cream so it won't melt.
Sean, is there a gas station between me and the end of this question? Because I'm running on fumes right now.
Okay.
Listen, everybody's got their own take on this thing. I look at AOC. I mean, can you imagine that there's an alternative universe where oil falls off the map and AOC puts up a tweet celebrating it and then takes it down summarily? But she does put it up originally. And I'm beginning to think that she has a compulsion to say stupid things. I think she has AOCD, quite frankly. And you know something? It's only when these people get a per diem and a driver and a franking privilege where they don't have to pay for their mail, then all of a sudden they start to understand the plight of the proletariat. You know, it just makes me laugh. AOC at this point is making so little sense that the NPI, the National Punctuation Institute, has requested their hyphen back because she's diluting the brand too much.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I noticed that nobody can say on the Democratic Party or in the media, for the most part, 99%, one good thing that Donald Trump did here. Biggest medical mobilization ever. I would say the travel ban 10 days after the first case was pretty impressive. Saved a lot of lives.
Sean, they hate him. They hate him. The press room just hates him. It's never going to change. That's the reason he's got to get that infrastructure bill through, because they're going to need something sound to jump off of eventually if he's reelected. They absolutely hate his guts. There's Trump, and then there's de Blasio. And as I tuned in earlier to see what the show is about tonight, I heard you talking about de Blasio and his snitch line and how people were so angry about that. They were sending him, well, let's say they thought he was being below the belt, so they sent reciprocal selfies back to him. And I checked on that today, and you know something, Sean? Almost all of those southerly selfies come from Anthony Weiner's URL. That is just amazing to me.
That is amazing. I want to thank you and Ellen. I need the endorphins, the dopamine, whatever just was released in my head. It makes me feel better for a minute. Dennis Miller, thank you.